everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Monkey Man. So, I don't know. There's a lot of craze about this, I think, out there. My daughter went to see it. I don't think she enjoyed it that much. She said there's a lot of action, so that's kind of cool. But it's about an anonymous young man who unleashes a campaign of vengeance against the corrupt leaders who murdered his mother and continued to systematically victimize poor and powerless. Alright, great story. I mean, that sounds great. And Dev Patel is the only one I know in it. But I think he did a lot of the stuff in it. I know he's obviously the star in it. He might have wrote it. He might have directed it. Yeah, director and writer. Yep, there you go. So, that's cool. And it's a 7.0 on IMDb. 35,415 people rated it so far. So, very popular out there in the theaters. Just came out on streaming. Let me give it a shot. Let you know what I think. And we'll go from there. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Monkey Man, and you know, a lot of times I judge how much I like the movie by how much I was on my phone. I was on my phone to look up how old is Dev Patel. He's only 34. And the reason I did that was there's a lead right in. Is, you know, the whole movie is about him getting revenge for people who have murdered his mother. Leaders who have murdered his mother, right? So that happened when he was a kid, and now he's 34, right? So that was one thing that you know, clicked with me. So that's what the whole movie's about. There's this, you know, all these bad people, and who end up killing his mother, and you have to learn that whole backstory because it's there. It's you know, it's pieced together throughout and then shown you later in the movie, so you get full idea of what's going on. I mean, they give you enough throughout to keep you like, okay, I'm on his side kind of thing, right? That's all you need, and then they give you the whole kit and caboodle, so you're all in on Dev Patel, right? But there's that piece. I'm going to say he's 8 when this happens, and then he becomes 34. So what happens in between that period of time, right? We don't get that much background on it, but you know, you have to think that he was motivated by this the entire time up until he gets into this situation. And honestly, watching it, it's, you know, a revenge kind of plot type movie, if you will. I felt, you know, after all these years, he goes in a little bit more half-cocked, is what I was thinking. Like, more impulsive than he was strategic. And I was surprised by that, you know. So, liked it. I liked the movie. So, but I'm just giving you I think I'm better just giving you what goes through my head when I watch these types of things. So that was a big piece for me. It was like, really? Okay. So you would think you'd have this all, you know, laid out. So, anyway, as we move forward, action-packed, a lot of cool scenes, action scenes, if you will. And you know what, I gotta do it, because I'm going to struggle here. So I really enjoyed the movie, but I have to talk about it openly. I won't ruin the ending, but anyway, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Oh, sometimes when I do that, it's so hard to talk about a movie without ruining it. And I'm not going to ruin it, right, you know. But, you know, the beginning of it, when I half-cocked, right, he goes into this thing, and I mean, like, he was being chased and beat up, and it was just awful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he barely gets away, him and Alfonso, which was surprised to me. Like, he had a big piece, but then kind of dropped off. I don't know. Don't know what I felt about Alfonso. At first I didn't like him, then you like him, then I don't know. So regardless of that, I feel like, you know, no plan, no strategy, no nothing like that makes us all happen, and it's just like a bad place. It's like you just ruin it, but it happens early. So, okay, I'm okay with that. As he's doing this, and he meets the guy, the man, the mother killer, right? Like, this guy kept making jokes. Did he really know his mother? You know what I mean? Like, maybe, or I would assume that this guy's so bad that he's killing a lot of women that have kids. And so, that stood out to me. Like, did he really know? Or, I don't know. That kind of thing. And the other thing, the big thing I got, and this is, I'm glad I can talk openly. I don't think punching a rice bag and taking peyote is going to turn you into John Wick. As much as I'd love it, I'll go out and punch a rice bag, take a little peyote, and just become John Wick. That's what happens. And I get it. No, he sees, you know, he has a transformation of himself. And I like the quote of, hey, you know, I used to go out there, I think it's this way, you know, seeking pain to you know, help you get through everything and want to get hurt, but now you go out and cause it kind of thing. I don't know if that's a quote, but I get it. There's a transition there of the mindset of stop torturing yourself, go out and, you know, do what you're supposed to be doing, be the person you're supposed to be. I understand. But it's a lot funnier when you say it my way. You know, punching a rice bag and taking peyote will not make you John Wick. Maybe it will. I don't know. So, another piece, let me jump back real quick. So the first time, the half-cocked time he goes off. You think about that opportunity. Like in his shoes or any kind of shoes, it's like you think he has the gun pulled on the person who killed his mother and doesn't pull the trigger. Like, that makes you think, like, could you do that? You know? I mean, you think what happened, what we find out later, you could. Maybe not you, but you know what I mean? You would think there's a, you know, enough there to make you squeeze that trigger. But he hesitated, and you know, thankfully, because then we get another hour and a half of the movie. But no, you know, outside that, then you think about it even further, about what happened to her and like everything, and you know, you think about, is that justice? You know, just killing him and sending him off, like, maybe not. So I wrote down in my notes, and that's why I keep looking at it, The Princess Bride. If you've ever seen The Princess Bride, like, what he was going to do to the other guy, I can't remember their names right now, and I can't remember the entire speech, but essentially, he was going to, like, cut off his nose, his arms, his legs, and everything like that, but leave his ears, so people could shriek. He could hear the shrieking of people as they walk by him. And so, when you think about this, it's like, that's the way to do it. So, I got something in my mouth, apologize. But there you go, that's what I got. I like it. I love Dev Patel. And there's the whole, the fighting with a mask on. Like, it's hard enough to get in a fist fight and keep your breath, and, you know what I mean? You know, taking punches might be softer underneath a mask, but really, like, you're going to fight in a mask? Like, wow. That's crazy. Like, I'd be done. And you can't even see out of those things. I'm sure the eyes were cut better, but still breathing, forget about it. But that was Monkey Man. So there you go. That's what I got for you. Like I said, my daughter went to see it. She couldn't follow it. She said it was hard to follow. It would be very easy to follow, in my opinion. A lot of action and a lot of fun, and a lot of commentary for me. So hopefully I was helpful. If I wasn't, I apologize. But I appreciate you tuning in to Kimmel's Irish Pub.